What's going on, YouTube? Oak Street Orchard here. I got the fruit trees. My new banana I took out the house. Let's go check it out before I tell you what this video is about. This is the banana tree that was in my house. Been growing in the pot indoors. Well, as you can see, its cousins are about the same age. At least this one is. And look at its cousin. Primarily because it's outside. That's why it's doing this well. Remember that leaf? It's finally opening. I'm thinking tomorrow. Remember I said about 2 days. This leaf lasted almost a month before it finally dried out, and the day it dried out, a day after, it made a new leaf, which told me that it's still alive, because I was like, I don't think this banana's doing well. I don't think it'll survive. Primarily because I was neglecting it. I was not giving it as much water because I thought this pot did not have any drainage holes. Well, I watered it when I got back outside. I watered it 2 days ago. I watered it today. When I watered it with some little homemade fertilizer, which is banana peels, water. Let that sit for a couple days so the water can absorb the nutrients in banana peels. Bananas are high in potassium, so you should imagine that the peels are also high in potassium. So gave it a little potassium boost, if you will. So let's go back. Just for information, I am over the age of 21. Okay. Now, these are bonsais. Remember I said I had this one in bonsai training? Well, that's because I do. I have it in this pot to basically develop those feeder roots, have a lot of feeder roots, and get that trunk a little thicker. This plant was almost 6 feet long. It was growing out from the side of the road by my auntie's house. What did I do? I cut it right here. This was the part that was elongating. Exactly a month, almost to the day, this started popping out. Now you can see now it's starting to harden off. You can see that. And then it started branching out. Look at this. Look how it's branching. Look at it. Let me bring this closer. Look at all this. Look at all this. This is a lot of stuff going on. I have almost a mini rainforest tree, but this is the cousin of the Brazilian rain tree. They are related, because when nighttime comes, these leaves will literally close up like this. Literally close up. When it's daytime and it's receiving light, they open. This one has been going through a lot lately. We've had a 16-day drought. Today is day 16 or 17. I lost count. We had rain just a tad bit, not much, but we're in a definite drought here. And as you can see, some stress on the leaves. I watered it a couple days ago, so the soil's a little moist. That's Epsom salt that I missed. Because you can put Epsom salt. Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. Plants need magnesium for the leaves. So you can either put it right in the soil and water it, or don't. and it eventually will go into the soil and feed the plant. Or you can put it into some water, teaspoon for every gallon, and you got your magnesium into your plant. Look at it, stretched out. It's been killing off branches. This is probably gonna be the next branch that's gonna die off, but that's okay. It's very okay. But let's go right into it. Bonsai. I repotted each of my bonsais long time ago. This bonsai is called, my soil's a bit dry. Not much though, not as bad as I thought, but my soil's a bit dry. This is the Ficus benjamina. I love this individual plant for that matter, because I love the root systems of this plant. They have a strong root system. Like, roots are coming up out the ground, still alive. Area roots might form from the side, from the side of the trunk. I love the Ficus benjamina. I have 3 Ficus benjaminas. Yeah, I have 3 Ficus benjaminas. There's another one in the house that's in my indoor greenhouse, not a green room, because I don't do movies. I just didn't feel like going in to get it because it's in a position where my fertilizer's in the way, a whole bunch of stuff is in the way, so I chose not to get the 3rd Ficus benjamina. This is the 2nd Ficus benjamina. I should have included this one in the bursting with new growth video, because it is. It's definitely bursting with new growth. All these leaves are pretty much new. It dropped all those old leaves and just started branching out, making new branches, making new leaves. Because like most plants, their leaves aren't this bright, pale greenish. Not pale green, but light greenish. They are darker. This is the 3rd Ficus benjamina. Give you a better picture of it. Look at that. See that root? I'm trying to find that root. See that root at the bottom? Right here. That root. I thought that root was deeper into the soil, but apparently it is not. It is not. Maybe that happened when I watered it because it wasn't hitting the soil. Maybe it's not all the way in there. I have to fix that problem, because I don't know if that root is dead now. Doesn't matter. Has more roots. And it'll grow. Because that was like the stabilizing roots. And it's not stabilized as stabilized as it was. Because this root was actually helping stabilize it. I'm not going to mess with it. Whatever happens, happens. It's thriving. Keep the tour going. This is one of my prized possessions when it comes to bonsai. I absolutely love the tiger bark ficus. Okay, let me do a little information on the tiger bark ficus. Once again, tiger bark ficuses make area roots, meaning roots that come out the trunk. Like grapevines use area roots to climb things. Same concept, except these roots go into the ground. And look at all those roots that are exposed. Let me turn it around. And I love the pot it's in. I love it. Did one leaf just fall? As you can see, it's making new leaves. These are new leaves. And a little extension of a branch. It may be going through underwatering. See there? I think that's underwatering. All these branches. New growth coming out of them. See, they tipped it before I got it. They pruned it, forcing it to branch out as it did. Let's explain, why do I have these wires? These wires are to hold the branch at a position so it grows like that and it'll stay that way. Normally they say keep it on for 6 months to a year. I have not did that and my branches stayed. I took this one off and it went back up, meaning it wasn't ready yet. And it was good because I needed to loosen it up because I had it too tight so the branch couldn't get any nutrients, so it killed off all the branches, all the leaves that was on it. But it's making new one, as you can see. So that's new growth, as you can see. So that means I don't have it that tight, at least not to this point. And I mean this point. But this point might be tight. After this video, I'm going to take it off. My first time checking on my tiger bark in a while. Still showing signs of new growth. Now this is bursting with new growth. All this new growth. All that wasn't even there. It had a canopy, man. It had a canopy. That's what I did not like about it. About those old leaves when I had it. Because it dropped them. It dropped them like a couple days ago. But a couple days later, it's remaking that canopy. And it will. Look at that canopy. Imagine all that. These branches are to hold, these wires are to hold it in a position like I stated. That one's doing okay because I want that branch to come out this way, come out that way. See that? But it is about time for me to get rid of this wire, which is cheap on Amazon. Pretty much you can use anything that won't bite into the bark so hard, or that's, has enough tension to hold the branches. Okay? This is my prized possession, the tiger bark ficus. Tiger bark, you see why they call it tiger bark? See those white specks? Those white specks, I forgot what they are called, but they are for the trunk, not the trunk, but for the bark to breathe, to exchange gases. Every tree has an ability to do that, but the tiger bark ficus, it is very apparent. And I love it. I should have bought the huge one, but I was content, and I still am. Look at this, Ficus benjamina. Ficus benjamina. Ficus retusa. Tiger bark ficus. Remember, I am a container gardener, which means I grow in containers, which means basically all my fruit trees and my hibiscus. See it there with that bloom? That bloom's gonna close up tonight. It's gonna fall off soon. The worst thing I hate about hibiscus, but I heard you can make a tea from the flowers and leaves. I'm gonna do more research about that. But like I said, everything that's in a container, which is every plant that's in these chairs, my satsuma over there. See that satsuma over there? Gonna make its individual video, because look at those yellow leaves. I'm going to tell you how you get rid of that, just like somebody taught me. Organic's best, urban gardener. My persimmon, ponderosa lemon, all these trees, you're basically bonsaiing. When you're growing containers, you're basically bonsaiing because you're keeping them contained. So you could, just a huge bonsai if you think about it. Then some of my other bonsais, my desert rose, that will not bloom for me. I'm gonna be potting. I'm going to repot them. Sorry, because they're still in that trashy nursery soil. No, I just got these tiger barks, not tiger barks, but desert roses from Walmart and not Walmart, Lowe's. Got them from Lowe's. I don't take very good care of them, but one thing I do know, the soil is horrible. I do know that. and I will repot these. When I did repot one, it didn't do well, so that's why I've waited 120 days to do it. But soon enough, it's going to have to get a new pot and soil. Once again, before I go, Ficus benjamina. Ficus benjamina, bursting with new growth. Ficus retusa, bursting with new growth. And I do not know the name of this tree, but it's the same tree that's right there by that window. The exact same tree, just a bigger version. But I cut that down, blocking out sun. I do not know the name of this. I will find it out and I will tell you. But this is my bonsai in China. And this is my video on bonsais. Oak Street Orchard, over and out.